I'm on one, people. I'm on one. I have got filth to share with you today. Oh yes, I have much filth. I have very much filth. Look at that. Spilt, leaked over juice that's congealed at the bottom of the fridge. And I found all sorts in here. Hair. How does hair get in the drawer of your fridge? I don't even want to know, but it's in there. I pulled it out. It was stuck to something rather disgusting. But I've been going around for the last 2 to 3 days, having a little snoop about my house, as I'm doing my usuals, the daily essentials of daily life. And is that a red spot at the back of my head? Have I missed a spot with my hair dye? I'm going to be investigating that later with mirrors. I might get my son to have a look, actually. I could swear I just saw a bright red spot of hair. Oh no, I saw it again. Oh, Gabby. Anyway, I've just been watching the news and weather, right? As you do on BBC, because where else would you go to watch the news and weather? Only the BBC. Have you noticed how they act like nothing's official unless it's from the BBC? I mean, it's an absolute load of tut. It really is. But it's quite funny at the same time. Anyway, the weather woman, Carol Kirkwood. Oh, yes. She's a MILF, isn't she? I mean, I wouldn't, personally, but I can't see her any other way. Every time I say to Nick, the MILF is on, and he knows what I'm talking about now because I say it all the time. Has anyone watched Desperate Housewives? There's that one in there, and is it Bree's husband that goes there? Yes, if you haven't watched it, you won't know. But it's not the reality TV one. It's the American, Oh, it's so good. Anyway, there is a woman that lives in the area, and she's the kinky one, and that's how I see Carol Kirkwood. I imagine her to be like living in this posh little OSA community, and all the husbands go there for their little kinks, Yeah, she gets old leather boots out and the old whip. Yeah, Carol Kirkwood. So while Nick was out, I decided to give the old fridge a clean because he's gone food shopping, and I was like, now's the time, Gabby, now's the time. So I know that I found a bottle of juice in the fridge which was on its side and it had leaked out the top, and I didn't realise after I cleaned the top bit, this was weeks ago, that it had dripped all the way down the back behind the drawers and seeped its way down. So I found it and I cleaned it, and it's much satisfying. But I didn't know also that at the side of your drawers, yes, the side of your drawers are rather grubby. So you make sure that when you pull your drawers open, you clean up the sides of them. Because, my word, the filth. How does it even get there? It's not like someone opens up the drawer and goes, I'm just going to splatter my tea bag on there. Yes. And maybe some spaghetti. Might as well. And maybe a bit of curry sauce that you just know can never get off. Curry! Can never get it off. Hell no. Then I noticed in the door frames, filth. Look at it. Filth. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why are you in there? How did you get in there? So now I'm inspecting all my door frames. I'm looking around going, you need cleaning. Because I don't know how, but you're sucking up all the dirt and then you're congealing it when the door shuts. You're like holding on to it and cuddling it like, oh, I love you, dirt. I'm just going to snuggle with you until the old woman that comes around the house with her little spray bottle and her cloth, the spray monster, comes out and starts wiping you away. And yeah, that's what I'm doing because I'm not having it. I'm not opening up my doors and seeing that. No. And I'm going to be doing stairs. Oh, yes. I've been meaning to do this for so flipping long. So I brought that carpet cleaner or upholstery cleaner and I haven't used it yet. Well, after I give the stairs a good hoover and suck up all the dust and the fingernail clippings and cross knows what else that I found on there, lots of hair, cat hair, dog hair, I use this cleaning stuff and it's very good, and I'm so grateful that you've all suggested it to me because it does work a dream and I do take it onto my sofa. But there is a but. My nose is very sensitive. I have a very sensitive nostril area, and when it sniffs, it smells things probably a little bit more sensitive than maybe most. I don't know. But it smelt like my nan's house when she was alive. God bless her soul. And she used to have cats and not clean up after them. And that's what it smells like. It smells a bit like cat pee left. And it's no. But the smell didn't last too long. Either that or I just got completely used to it. But I'm going to go on and scrub the sides where we've got some splatters going up the stairs because, yes, got some rice in there. Need to get that out because I did a chili con carne last night. Oh my God, it was beautiful. But it literally took my head off. So you know you can get those sachets? You know those sachets that you mix with the tinned tomatoes and you mix it all together and it's like, it's very nice. I never put kidney beans in because they're absolutely foul. Who wants to eat those? They're like dry and crunchy and it's like eating a bug. Why would you want to add bugs to your chili con carne? Because that's what it's like. It's foul. Nick's like, oh, I love kidney beans. And I'm like, what are you loving? What are you loving? They're hard, they're flavourless, and they feel disgusting in the mouth. So no, we never have kidney beans in there because if I'm cooking, I'm refusing to put them in. If he's cooking and he wants to add them in, that's fine. I'll just pick them out and make a nice little pile on the side of my plate. And that is absolutely fine. But I did an absolutely nice one. But you know those sachets you can get? I think, is it like Coleman's you can get? And you get the Schwartz ones. Well, if you have Sainsbury's Own, I'm not joking, your throat, if you suffer with hay fever and your throat is itchy, get yourself Sainsbury's Own chili con carne powder. Oh my God. It literally rips the layers of skin. And it is skin you've got, isn't it, in your throat? Is it skin? What is it? It's gotta be. I need to fart, so if it comes, I'm so sorry. But what is it? The lining of your throat, that's what I'm going to call it. And yeah, it was burny. It was really burny. I was like, God damn, I don't know if my throat can take this. But I ate it all and it was damn good. What else was I on to? I was saying something for the chili con carne and I can't remember. I've woken up this morning in the most hyper mood. It's beyond a joke. I'm not letting that fart out, by the way, because I'm desperately need a wee. And if I push too hard, then I might pee myself. And I don't want that. And I'm wearing my overalls. Yes. So it would be, it'd be a race to the toilet. And we're not having any of that. So I'm making my way upstairs. And it's all going swimmingly. It's all going very nice indeed. Everything's coming off with like a breeze. Using a bit of Soflora. I think it was the winter something. Is it the winter one? Yeah. I'm using one of those and it smells really, really nice and it just is going all over the house like a nice little fragrant smell. Better than the old carpet cleaner, upholstery cleaner, I will say, because, yeah. But I thought I'm going to go onto the sofa. This sofa is in desperate need of an absolute scrub. My goodness me. When I picked it up, it was all good. Now, no. We got a few pen marks. We got some... I don't even know what marks. Probably chocolate. It's chocolate. I know it's chocolate, but you got to make sure. And my nose is not getting that close. And then we've got these marks here on the arms. Yes, Nala's refusing to move. Move, cat, move. So I'm going in with the Hoover first, give it a nice little suction and get rid of all the filth that's lying around in there. Yes, it's amazing what you find. I wanted to get my hands down there and have a little filth, a little fumble and see what I could find. But then I was like, no. It's probably best I don't. I'll put my hand in there and I may not bring it back out. It might get stuck. Those springs. So what I decided, because it comes out rapidly, I've got my finger in a hole. It comes out rapid in that bowl. So I thought if I just give it a quick scrub and then I'll use a sponge to, go around and scrub it over. Otherwise I'm going to be using the whole bottle and it's never going to dry and it is quite potent. It was a bit on the nose. It was a little bit too much on the nose. But I have to say, it was working an absolute treat. I was really, really impressed with it. And the arm of that sofa, it looks like no. Look at it, people. Oh, I get so excited. My toes are curling. Yeah, this arm came out perfectly well as well. But there is one little spot. It looks like tomato soup, like a little tiny little spot, and I just couldn't get it up and I was really disappointed. I was like, no, you will not fail this mission, Gabby. You will complete it till the very end and you will scrub at it until it comes out. But it didn't. I failed. I failed, people. But it's so much better than what it was. And not only that, that little spot does get hidden by the cushion, so I'm not stressing about it too much, but my brain knows it's there because my eyes have seen it and my eyes have reported to my brain that that mark is there, and now my brain just can't cope with it. But while that's all on the old drying stage, I was thinking about getting my hairdryer out, but I thought I cannot be bothered. I've got too much to do. I've gone onto the cushions to see what I can find that needs a good scrub on here. And it's one of those cases where you think it's all right until you start looking and you're like, I found a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. Now up here is where Elliot will have something in his hand. Like say he's eating chocolate spread toast and he's got a bit of chocolate on his hand. If he's sitting on that sofa, he raises his hand over and just wipes. Sorry, I just had a spam call. I've been getting so many spam calls. It's absolutely unbelievable. I had one the other day and I've been desperate to tell you about this. Don't even know why I completely forgot because I've been desperate to tell you. So I'm sitting on the sofa and my phone rings, private number. No, it wasn't a private, it was a mobile number. So I answer it. It's a mobile number, so I answer it. And apparently this person was from EE. And he didn't have a clue what he was saying. He was talking about something about EE. And would I be interested in, I can't remember what it was. And I was like, well, you're not from EE because you're calling from a mobile number. And he was like, oh, you've got me mistaken. I said, no, I haven't. You're spam calling. I was like, you can remove my number. He goes, I'm not going to remove your number. And my phone's quite loud when it's to my ear. You can still hear it around the room. And the boys were looking at me like, what? And he was going on about how he was from EE, this, that and the other. And I said, well, I'm recording this phone call and I will contact EE myself and report you. And then he was like, oh, no. And then I said, well, I'm going to block your number now. And he was like, no, I'll call you from another. Oh, look at this. It looks like a rampant rabbit. Look. Yes, it looks like a rampant rabbit. Don't tell me you didn't see it. If you want that rampant rabbit, it is made in Sweden and it goes by the name of Mr. Broden. Yes. Oh, I could eat that, man. You know when some people look at animals, I get it all the time with mine, and I just want to squeeze them, eat them, chew on my animals. That's how I feel when I look at him. It's weird, isn't it? I just want to squeeze him. The sweatier, the better. Sweaty Mr. Broden. But yeah, this spam caller was like, I'll call you from another number. And I was like, I said to him, you're weird. And then he went, it's because I'm in love with your voice. And I was like, what? And then Alex was like, did he just say that he's in love with your voice? And I hung up on him. I was like, that is weird. I was half tempted to put his number up on here and say, have a field day, people. Give him some spam calls and tell him that you're in love with his voice just for the laughs. It would drive him nuts. But then I thought, no, best not. I'll probably get in trouble myself. I thought I'd give the windows a clean over because I clean the inside all the time. But I need to go on the outside and give them a scrub because outside's terrible. And you know why it's terrible? Because every time Nick is out there with his van and he's filling up his water tanks and he's fiddling with the hose and whatnot, he always sprays at the window. And I'm like, that's not cleaning it, Nick. It's not cleaning it. You're leaving watermarks all over it. And you should know this. You should know it's above everybody. Because you're always going about watermarks on the motorbike, watermarks on the car, watermarks, blimmin' water. Do you know, there's stuff I have to listen to. I mean, I'm all happy for him, you know. I'm pleased. I know you love your cleaning your cars and your bikes and you know what you're talking about. But you don't when it comes to the house windows or you just clearly do not care. Because it was unsightly out there. I was not impressed. But it was quite nice to get out there and give him a good clean. I do need to look and see if I can get a window cleaner because I can't be doing the upstairs ones. And the upstairs upset me. They really upset me. And so does that house in the gap there at the back. Not those houses there, the one behind. I've said about it before. It's still looking at me. Actually, if I was to just raise myself up now. Yep, I can see it. Shall I take a picture of it and I'll upload it right here? I'll do that after this voiceover, then I'll go back and I'll add the picture of it. And you can see what's upsetting me. My eyes don't like what they're seeing. And then it annoys me and I just want to go out there and scrub it and hose it down. Yes, but the window's coming up really, really nice and clear and yeah, happy days until he starts hosing it again or the cats get up there and just leave their fur all over the window, which is what they do all the time. I don't know if anyone can help me. I used to be into my hair and makeup and all that and I still put the odd bit on, but I'm loving red lips at the moment. Red lips. I mean, I've always been a bit dubious about it because 9 times out of 10, I find a lipstick that I like. And when I get it in red, it seems to get a nice little red smudges around the outside, and after, it goes on nice, and then after about an hour, it's gone in the middle, and I'm just walking around looking like I've got the thickest lip liner on you've ever seen in your life. And I'm like, what's happened to it? All my other lipsticks don't do this. My nude ones don't do it. My pinky ones don't do it. But the second I slap on a red one, that's it. It goes in the middle. And then I'm walking around with looking like a clown. Anyway, I'm going to clean the top of the bin because it's a bit rancid. So I thought give it some heat under the shower just to loosen it all up a little bit before I give it a scrubbing over. And yeah, it's long overdue. There was all sorts stuck to it. I mean, I do spray it over, but I left it for quite a while, as you know, because I abandoned my house for quite a while while I was doing other things, decorating. Sometimes I think to myself, don't be too hard on yourself, Gabby. Don't be too hard. You've just redecorated your boy's bedroom. You've rearranged furniture. You've built a piggy paradise, and you've had birthdays in between, and you've barely had 5 minutes inside your house. But then I'm like, yes, but I should be there. I need to make clones of myself. I do. Oh, the boys have been brilliant. They've been clearing up their room. They've been sorting stuff out. They've actually been doing stuff around the house. I'm like, are you feeling all right? Are you feeling all right? Yes, having a little dance around the kitchen there. Feeling quite chuffed that the helmet, has been wiped. And it's looking much, much nicer. Got to put my old lined wellies on to take the bins and the recycling out. The good thing about the boys doing their own stuff, and they are very self-sufficient, in the mornings for school, they all get themselves ready. I don't have to worry about any of that. They get their uniforms, they get their bags sorted out, they come out the kitchen and they add whatever it is that they need, like snacks and whatnot. But when it comes to cleaning up, it's a whole other story. They will go through so many bags for rubbish and whatnot. I'm just like, that bag is not full. You don't need to get yourself another bag to get the rubbish out of your room until you've filled that one. So I'm like, where's all my bags gone? And then the other thing is, which is the worst one of all, is that they will use the handheld Hoover until it's about to explode. Like they'll go, it's not working. And I'm like, you've jammed it to the point where it's not going to suck anything up because it's literally in the tank, down the hose and stuck in their head. You can't use it. And there you go. I'm like, yeah. You're supposed to empty... I mean, I sound like Nick now. This is what Nick says to me all the time. You're supposed to empty it, Gabby. I'm like, yes, I do. I do empty it, but I don't leave it to the point where it's starting to go into the red and it's like whirring away at me like, no, we've got a blockage here. We need to sort the blockage out. But anyway, with the Hoover being sorted out, it didn't take me long because it's quite an easy, unblockable Hoover and you can easily find what it is that's causing the problem. I gave the kitchen a quick going over, go around the edges, oh yes. Get down there, Gabby, and suck it all up. Get in those corners. Get all that filth and dirt. And then I give the end a nice little wipe over because I need to hoover up the worktops, which I should have done first, but it was annoying me on my footsies. My hooves didn't like it. My toes didn't like it. So I, sneaked in a little Maryland biscuit there. Going through the bread bin to see what's out of date because 9 times out of 10 I'm funny and I know this is really bad. But it's just the way I am and I physically can't. I cannot change it. And that is if it's the 17th today and the bread says the 16th, used by the 16th, it's gone. I don't care if it smells perfectly fine, it looks perfectly fine, it's gone. You don't know what's congealing inside that bread. You don't know what's going on in there. What's infesting. What's multiplying. I'm like, no, I am not going to sniff it and go, yeah, it looks all right. The only time I will do that if I'm really hungry and I can't wait to go to the shop and I've seen that the bread is a day old is if I toast it because I feel like I'm burning anything off and I will literally burn that toast so that I can kill any germ off that may be bacteria infesting that bread to go in my mouth. Yes, I won't do it. I will not. But it's all coming along quite nicely. Everything's slowly coming together. I've got the entire house to do. Obviously, I can't do it all in one day, but look at it. It's all right, isn't it? Get the floor a little mopping over and it's happy days. Yes. I still absolutely love this mop. It's so much easier than my steam one, but it doesn't do as good a job as the steam one. It's just the laziness in me. It's like, I can't be bothered to unplug you, hook you all up and get you all ready to go, filling you with water, when this is just like, take it off the side, spray the ground, and mop. So yeah, this one comes out way more than the steam one. Then I'm going to do a little bit of washing up of all the plastics and use way too much of my washing up liquid because it's the leftovers from my Christmas one and I just want to get it gone. That, and I absolutely love having loads of bubbles everywhere. Bubbles. Oh, what I'd give to get in a bath and just relax. Heaven, although that is not happening today. I've got so much to do, and I know I've said, you can't get it all done in one day, and I've been doing this over about 2 or 3 days, just little bits here and there. Yeah, it will get there. The house will get there and it'll all be absolutely fine. But for now, it's time to make myself a cup of tea. Yes, it is. Panza's doing really well, bless her heart, and recovered well. She's been going out in the garden, absolutely loving life. But Maryland biscuits coming out to play, and I'm going to make the perfect cup of tea. Sometimes you have a cup of tea, it's so good you feel like you can drink it again, but you can never make it that good again. Like it's one of those one-off chances. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you lovely people in my next one.